If you stop doing this one thing and you start doing these 3 things, you are going to become magnetic to dream clients in your healing practice or spiritual business. Welcome to the Healers Podcast, the #1 destination for healers, coaches, and counselors who are ready to take their businesses to the next level. What's up, friends? It's Lisa Roulette, founder of the Healers Podcast, the Make More Money system for healers, coaches, and counselors, and your Ascension Guide. If you're new here, we release Healers Podcast episodes that relate to healing and spiritual businesses on Mondays, and on Wednesdays, we release things that are more relatable to living a spiritual life along the Ascension path. And in big news for all of you who are either new here or returning subscribers, we are also putting out a newsletter called The Cosmic Chronicle, which is going to be full of far out news. So if you're interested in subscribing to an amazing weekly newsletter, it's going to be in the link of the description below. It's going to be amazing, and I would be very happy if you would be a founding subscriber. So let's talk about the 3 things that you need to start doing and the one thing that you need to stop doing as it pertains to getting more clients. Now, if you haven't already downloaded the Make More Money Starter Kit, then that is in the description of the video below as well. And that is a really good tool for you to use in order to get yourself aligned with making more money. One thing I want to remind you is that making more money in a healing practice or spiritual business requires both masculine and feminine energy. And if you know me, you know I talk about this a lot because there is a proliferation of business coaches out there that talk a lot about alignment and the divine feminine, or being in your divine feminine and being aligned. And in that way, you're going to attract all these clients, which is false. Because if you know, truly understand energy, you know that you need feminine and masculine energy to birth a thriving child, and the thriving child is your business. So I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but I want you to understand that it does take both the feminine and the masculine energies to produce a thriving business. So let's start with the first thing that you can do to start to attract more clients. This is a little trick that I learned years ago, and it works brilliantly. It's so simple. On your social media, you should be following your followers. So here's the hack, okay? So when someone follows my spiritual business account, I immediately go and look at their account. If their content is in line with something that I can help them with, I follow them. Once I follow them, I scroll through their page and I see where I might be able to help them. So let's say that they're having trouble really connecting and engaging or creating engaging content. I might reach out to them and say, hey, thanks for the follow. I just followed you back, enjoyed a lot of your content. You're really bright and talented. I was wondering if you would be open to some ideas I have for you about growing your audience and potentially your business. Okay, it's a no-brainer. I also might go to their links in, well, I do go if they have links in bio. So I will go to their links in bio, and 9 out of 10 times, my dream clients' links in bios are a mess. So I look at their links in bios, I click through everything, I get to know their business by doing this, and then I will message them that way and say, hey, I was just in your links in bio. I have some suggestions for you to increase your conversions. Let me know if you're open for a chat. Okay, so it's super simple. There's really only 2 accounts you should be following on social media, and that is your mentors and your followers, right? Because your followers are your clients, and your mentors are the people that you're learning business from, okay? And that's it. If you have family members or friends that you want to follow, make another account. Keep your business account separate from your personal account, and you will thank me later for it, because that business account will help you stay uber focused on your clients and your mentors. So remember, you just have to, if someone follows you, you have to check them out and see if they could be an ideal client. If so, you follow them, you get to know their situation, and then you reach out to them if you think you can help them, okay? Now, the second thing that you need to do is you're gonna intentionally create content for your ideal client. This is something that is so vastly overlooked and maybe even misunderstood. So I see a lot of healers, coaches, counselors out there making random content, like using a lot of trending stuff, like, like lookalike celebrity stuff. And that stuff does not help you. You have to remember that you're a brand, right? And you have a brand presence that helps people know, like, trust, and ultimately buy from you. If you haven't watched my video on branding, go ahead and check the description of the video below. I will link it there. But branding is really important because it is how people learn to know, like, trust, and eventually buy from you. And if you're showing up randomly off brand, people are going to lose interest in you. Okay. When you show up on brand, you demonstrate that authority and that expertise that you need to show people that you can actually help them. Okay. So be mindful. Now, when you're creating that content, all you have to do is follow content pillars. And the 4 common content pillars are educate, engage, inspire, and entertain. All right. Now, the one place you want to be super duper careful is that entertainment one. All right. Because let's say that you are a priestess or a shamanic healer, and you talk a lot about spirituality, spiritual awakening, meditation, and essential oils. And then the next day you're entertaining in a G-string bikini with a Coors Light in your hand, right? Twerking. I just had this whole vision come through right there. And if that's the case, you're really off brand, right? And while people might be entertained by it, you're taking yourself off brand. You need to stay on brand in order to have people know, like, trust, and eventually buy from you. That's super, super important. Okay. The third thing that you need to do is truly demonstrate that authority and that expertise, not just through your content, but also through your lead magnets. And again, if you don't know what a lead magnet is, it's really important that you learn that. That's in the Make More Money Starter Kit in the description of the video below. And there are certain lead magnets that convert and certain lead magnets that don't convert. Your goal is to create a legacy lead magnet that converts because you know it's that good. Okay. Now, one of the things with lead magnets and getting more clients is setting up the automation behind the lead magnet. It's something I see a lot of healers, coaches, and counselors miss out on because it takes about 27 touch points in order to convert a lead into a customer. Okay. That's a lot of touch points. And those touch points can happen on your social media, through your lead magnet, but where you really start to get intimate with that lead is through your automation, and intimacy equals income. Okay. So you should have a lead magnet that is relevant to your dream client. And then you need to have a automation, or what is also known as a nurture sequence. You're nurturing them into a sale. Okay. Now, the one thing that you should not be doing, which I see so many healers, coaches, and counselors do, is offering free strategy calls without a qualifying form. Okay. This is really important. When you just offer someone a discovery call or free strategy call or whatever you're calling it, you are going to pick up anyone and everyone. And I bet a lot of people click on those calls and they don't even book them because they don't even really know what's going to happen on that call. So they're probably like, well, it sounds like I might want to book a call with them, but I really don't know what's going to happen on the call. So the qualifying form on a discovery call is so important. Let me give you an example. In the Make More Money system, I have a qualifying form. And it asks you a number of questions. So I want to know what your social channels are. I want to know if you're ready to invest in your business. I want to know if you're looking to just speak strategy or you're willing to talk about an investment. I want to know if you have the funds to invest in your business or you just don't have them right now. There's a number of different qualifying questions on that form. And so if someone comes to me and says, okay, well, I'm not ready to invest in my business. I don't want to talk about investment. I only want to talk about strategy. And I neither have the funds nor the means to find the funds in order to grow my business. That is an immediate no. I am not going to get on the phone with that person. Not because that person isn't potentially wonderful, but they're not a lead, right? They just told me I'm not ready to grow my business. I'm not ready to invest in my business. And I don't want to talk about investment. I just want you to give me strategy. Why would I do that? And what I do is I end up emailing them, canceling them, and offering them the Make More Money Starter Kit if they haven't downloaded that already as a piece of value, because as they begin to grow their business, as they begin to start thinking about growing their business, that starter kit is a very good tool. If someone has a pain point that they genuinely want solved, they can find money. They can always find money. Okay. And that's the most important thing. And if you're thinking that, oh, none of my dream clients have money, you're targeting the wrong person. And you're not having faith in yourself and the transformation that you drive as a healer, coach, counselor, or even spiritual business owner. Okay, so you got to get your mindset straight, right? Everybody has access to money, whether they know it or not. And if they really want to solve that pain point or that problem, they're going to find the money. Okay, that's a wrap for this episode, my friends. Don't forget to look in the description of the video below. There's lots of good stuff. The Cosmic Chronicle subscription is down there. The Make More Money Starter Kit is down there. Some related video links are down there. And I will see you on Wednesday when we talk a little bit more about the spiritual side of living and the ascension path.